mentorship. I mean, who needs a mentor? I'll give an example of my first mentor. When I grew up in Crumlin, and Crumlin was a small part of Dublin with 25,000 people. A bunch of kids played on the street. We met girls that lived around the corner. We went out with girls that lived around the corner. We went to the local bar, got engaged, got married, bought a house around the corner from your parents, had a couple of kids, watched football, and that was it. And in that, your mindset was very small, like the happy fool. But I was lucky to meet my first mentor when I was about 19 years of age. It was Dr. Julian Dolby, who was a cyclist, and I was a cyclist at the same time. And he was racing in Guadeloupe, a small island in the Caribbean. And in 1989, I quit my job, bought a one-way ticket and went and met him and stayed with him for 6 weeks. Very different view of the world. Taught me a lot of things that were alien to me. I never used to think like that. I dropped a dish on the floor, I'd panic to pick it up because my mother would give out. And when I did it with him, he would ask me what the panic was. You could do it after you finish your meal. Everything he did was very different to me. And in that, I learned there was another way to do things, a more efficient way. He taught me how to train. He taught me how to eat. He taught me how to speak French. And he was my first mentor. If I hadn't have found him, I would have lived a very different life, a very simple life. Would I have been happy? Probably. Would I have got the full experience of life? No. So I would say, get yourself a mentor. Someone asked me the other day about where do I find a mentor. You will find the mentor where people do hard shit. And someone who does hard things, gets on with it, doesn't complain, and just does the work and has leadership qualities. That's where you'll find a mentor. If you can't find a mentor and you need a mentor, I will do the job. So, get a mentor.